Welcome back to Mega Man 3 with the old handy-dandy Guitar Hero controller once again. So I am going to go up top here where Top Man should have been. Actually, if Snake Man should be anywhere, it should be on the ground. Even though his weapon can climb walls, snakes are generally on the ground. I haven't seen too many flying snakes in my day. But in any event, let us take on this Snake Man with our Guitar Hero controller. So it's time for me to sample another bit of Snake Man's level. For those of you who are new to my channel, I had recently played Snake Man's level in Mega Man 2.5D, which is a lovely fan game that was made for Mega Man. It captures the essence of Mega Man quite well. If you haven't tried it, I would recommend doing so. Take a look at my video or just find it on the internet. Mega Man 2.5D, it's not hard to find. But it was quite good for a fan-made title. So this next part here, I'm going to utilize the old hard knuckle just to show off how this part of the snake is weak to it, and as I am also weak to its bullets. Just like in real life, I am weak to bullets. Well, I'm guessing. I can't say I've really tried that out, but I figure that paintballs hurt, so bullets probably hurt just as much, if not more, than paintballs. I may have completely messed that sentence up. We'll find out after once I edit. Because I'm sure you're dying to know. I know I'm dying to know, you know? So in between the last two episodes here, I decided to partake in some of the old Mega Man cartoon, which, if you haven't watched, that's a cheesy good time. Definitely hunt that down. I'm gonna beat this guy up with the old magnet missile. It's a little easier, as you see. Keeps you from having to slide with the old controller here, which is clearly a good thing, as I can't even navigate ladders. And of course Snake Man's level would have ladders. Like, I know it would have snakes, for sure, but it should have ladders. It should have the former and the latter. So, let's open these question mark blocks and get a free man and an energy tank. It's definitely neither of those. Okay, a small useless weapon energy, and a big useless weapon energy. Well, I may as well top up Hardman's ability. You'd think I would have topped up Top Man's ability. But I didn't. So yes, we get to battle another one of those gigantic snakes. An anaconda of sorts. That's gotta be the name of like a wrestling con artist female. Anaconda. I won't quit my day job, don't worry. I also won't jump that pole vaulting adversary, the one that has a spring for a body. I can't imagine it would be terribly useful to have a spring for a body a lot of the time. Like, it would have to be a pretty springy spring to get me further than my legs. I suppose I use my legs as a spring from time to time, mostly to get around. You know, so far not doing too shabby, although it's still early to tell. Just be careful on these, whatever you want, these cloud propeller smokestacks. Because sometimes if you stand on it, it'll just push you right off the edge and you'll die. Also, be wary of those cleverly disguised bullets, because they might knock you off too. Like, it's not a guarantee that these propeller smokestack things will knock you off, but there is a chance, so it's not worth the risk. Okay, we've gotten past about the hairiest part. Just gotta edge forward. Not the edge, but edge. Those are two different people. I want you to bear that in mind. So we got the Snake Man with a little bit of full health. So let's see if I can't Shadow Blade him. Now, Snake Man's weak to Needle, but he's not terribly strong against Try not to get hit. How's that working for me? Shadow Blade does more damage than the pea shooter does. Also, if you can avoid it. This isn't good. Ugh. I'm not doing this in an intelligent fashion at all. Okay, that was an embarrassment, ladies and gentlemen. Let me try that again. I figured I'm bound to hit a stumbling block at some point, but I do still have a life and an energy tank. I'd rather use neither. I should probably spam this better. But yeah, Shadow Blade does more damage than the pea shooter. You just gotta get a little closer. Don't be lagging on me. Are you lagging, Dragon? Oh, that's why you're dragging. My screen dimmer software is coming on right now, and it's lagging stuff. Great. Good timing. But I still am victorious. I will say that I'm victorious because of the lag, but no, it was really just me being skilled that time around, even though I still almost died. But I have Snake Search. Ooh, Rewind Remix NCS commented, good video. Thanks, Rewind Remix NCS. I'm gonna get that off the screen, because I read it out loud, and you can see it. So there you go. So, I'm going to select Gemini Man next, because he is vulnerable to snakes for some reason. Do you know why that is? I don't. Is Gemini like the constellation? I think there's the constellation Gemini. Is that weak to snakes? Please somebody let me know. But yeah, generally speaking, I do attempt to reply to any comments I get, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, requests, feel free to do that. Leave those for me. Not that I need to tell you that. I'm sure you are aware that you are able to do these things, but maybe you're just kind of shy, maybe you're new at the YouTube, or you're stunned silent by my sexiness, so you're like, I don't know if this guy's gonna message me back or anything. What if he's mean in person or whatever? I'm not terribly mean unless you're mean to me. Then I can become mean. But I want to hear your feedback is what I'm trying to say. Much like has been donated already. Somewhat thus far. I'm glad you guys are liking the old Mega Man 3 with the Guitar Hero controller. The whole Guitar Hero controller thing is a lot of fun. Something a little different. May as well keep it up. So let's see if I can do this correctly, because I want to glitch the game. I could have done it, but I didn't think I could slide in the middle part. But if you slide and jump here just so, you can jump down there before Proto Man comes down and blows that up. And you can continue on the rest of this level, and it's all glitchy and stuff. But I wasn't able to show you this time around. I also don't think I can get that free man, so I'm not going to bother. You can potentially farm a ton of free men here. But I'm going to spare you the effort, and I'm just going to more or less blitzkrieg through all these blue sperm enemies. Slide, please. There we go. There, mashing finger. Do what I pay you the big bucks for. And that is mash. I've never attempted to actually mash potatoes with that finger. I'm not sure how well that would work. Probably not the greatest to do a one-finger mashing of potatoes. You can be— no, actually I am gonna be all like— well, maybe not. Yeah, let's try it. If you can— like, on the unlikely event that you make it here without rush coil, you can make this jump. And I want to do it for you right now. Guitar Hero controller and all. Like, I mean I want to, doesn't mean I can. I'm not gonna do this much longer. I'll probably just speed this portion up. Yay, I did it! That took way too long. I'll probably speed that like times 20, so you can laugh at me at 20 times speed. Because I just figured out how to speed up videos. That's the one benefit to doing daily uploads. You figure out how to use your editing software. I don't know what you guys use, if you even do videos, but Sony Vegas is my editing software of choice. But if you're just getting started, Movie Maker is adequate as well. But I just find it doesn't have the customization. I'm definitely getting that free man. It'll be worth dying. And I didn't even actually die. Go figure. And I totally need this healing. I will use Rush Coil to get this, however. I probably won't be able to jump up to it. I almost missed it. Which, if you're watching, I'm sure you noticed. But if you're listening to this while doing chores or some such thing, you wouldn't have known until I told you, so you're welcome. But I do have Rush Marine. So to celebrate, I will throw a shuriken. But then I will get back into Rush Marine. So just kind of keep on going. And that was brilliant. But fortunately, it starts me immediately back here. That's the dangers of not knowing your ups from your downs. But never fear. I figured it out. Or so I thought. But fortunately, I can still use Rush Coil. Okay. That was almost bad. But not quite. Sliding. Alright, we should be okay there now. Despite that hiccup. Yeah, these mosquitoes, they only drop down to where they think you are when they're coming down. So if you jump prematurely, they'll never get you. I'm so glad that I walked forward by mistake. Oh, this is sketchy. So up is up. Alright. Danger, high voltage. So I'm just gonna outrun those guys. It's really not worth it to fight them. But fortunately we can just cheese this guy. Ooh, and he has a big energy. Speaking of energy, I have 3 E-tanks and 2 extra guys. 2 additional severed heads. Snake. I think I have enough to take him out. I'll just use an E-tank. I don't need 3 E-tanks. I sincerely doubt that that's gonna happen at any point. So one thing to bear in mind about Gemini Man is that unless you shoot, he doesn't shoot. So you can perpetually play, like, a game of Leapfrog with them if you feel so inclined. But seeing as that didn't take a whole lot of energy, I'll just stand here and tank it. Well, I'll move ahead, then stand here and tank it. Because I should be getting shot. Alright, Gemini Man. Gemini Men. It should be, well, Gemini Man. But then it's a surprise, it's actually Gemini Men. There's 2. I think this is the first and the last time that a Robot Master is 2 masters, other than, like, the big badder ones that are in, like, the final dungeons and whatnot. But in any case, thank you very much for joining me for another edition of Mega Man 3 Revisited with a Guitar Hero controller. I still go by MegaHarv, and join me next time!